Okay, this is a short video of a Poly-61 that I've modified. The major modifications that I made are, first of all, changed the battery to a new lithium cell, cleaned up any of the slight corrosion that was around there, and so now it runs well. I've calibrated it. I've also added the P6 Retro MIDI in modification, so now the whole keyboard can be run by MIDI. But probably the major change that I made was to allow the LFO that's represented here in the joystick control to be more flexibly applied to the sound generation circuitry. So what we know in typical performance from the Poly-61 is that left and right of the joystick gives you pitch bend control. And what's also typical is that application of the joystick up and down modulates the DCO, the pitch of the DCO, with this LFO right up here, and it also modulates the cutoff frequency if you go down. So that's stock performance, and it's applying a triangle wave to either the pitch or the cutoff frequency. So I've made it so I pulled a square wave out of that LFO, so now you can apply a square wave to the DCO or to the DCF. Now, if you don't want to control or just apply the LFO using a joystick, you can use dedicated knobs to control a fixed amount, and that can leave you free to play with other things. And the way you do that is switch from stick control to knobs control from the LFO. So we can apply a certain amount of the LFO to the DCO. There's a little. And as we increase the amount that we apply. And remember, it's still on square wave down here, and you can, of course, increase the frequency here. And then, of course, you can pull that back to something else. We can eliminate the DCO modulation and then apply it to the cutoff frequency. And you can also change the frequency on that. Now, when you use the knobs, this makes the stick do nothing at all. There's the LFO right there. So if we want to do the last thing that I did, which is allow the up and down motion of the stick to directly control the cutoff frequency, kind of like a mod wheel, we bring it back to the stick, and then we allow the up and down motion of the stick to directly control the cutoff frequency. And so away opens the frequency. You can hear that with the resonance, and then towards you closes the filter. So those are the basic mods, and I'll be selling this on eBay within the next about week. And that's it.